Welcome. This is the new microphone, the new studio microphone. What I spent all this money on microphone. So now we'll see how the audio sounds with this microphone. Fair enough? Good. Let's go. I want to thank all of the fans out there who watch my channel, those who hear every day but hate my channel every day. All of you guys who like teams from other cities, states, you guys have sent congratulations to me and the Chicago Cubs. And I want to say thank you for that, because I haven't really been around to put out a lot of videos, and you still came by to support and share and to the videos I'm sending out about the Cubs and enjoying the rally, and seeing all the stuff that's going on. I'm not at the parade today because I'd rather watch it from home. I was at Wrigley. That was enough. You're going to be like estimated 5 million plus people here today in the city. That's a lot of revenue for the city, and it's going to be hard to move around in the city. So this is when I stay at home. But all the bandwagon jumpers, it's your time. Get on down there and have a blast. Now, let's get into this video. The Golden State Warriors hosting OKC Thunder, Oklahoma City Thunder, which was really Kevin Durant versus Russell Westbrook. Let's be honest. The NBA set everybody up. I'm like, how do these two guys let the NBA manipulate them so much to build this up into a hate fest between Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook? They keep saying, I'm going to talk about it no more. But then they keep talking about it. And then it's all the quotes and the war words, and now he's with a real team, and he feel like he got guys that got his back. If Kevin Durant wants to be petty, let him be petty. Go and treat the game as the same. But the NBA needs to stop doing that. They always do that. With a superstar player in the league, they pair them up. And I guess they say, this is the way we could sell. This is the way you sell NBA basketball games. Which you really don't have to, because you got like 4 to 5 players on the other team. That's great. And then on the other side, you got exactly what I was talking about. And I want to address this to the people like Stephen A. Smith, who had a problem with Kevin Durant leaving Oklahoma City and going to Golden State, saying they had a great team over there in OKC. That's what I had a problem with. They had a great young team over there with Cantor and Russell. He's coming along. I'm like, are you kidding me? They have a great young team. Is that a joke? Over 60% of the offense, over 60, came from Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. Now, this is what I know. That team was so mediocre, it shouldn't have even been that far in the Western Conference Finals. Adams is going to be who he is. The guy they got is Sabonis. I don't know if he's related to the other Sabonis that used to play for Portland, but he has post moves. He's going to be an asset down the road, the forward. But Cantor, how many minutes he play? 3? So the team is showing you they're not really into Cantor, really. What did he contribute? Nothing, right? I didn't think so. But he talked a lot from the sidelines, arguing with Durant and making good footage while Adams staring him down. Look, they can stare all they want. They can get their show. Durant is going to score what he's going to score. They cannot match up with the Golden State Warriors, with this team, period. They never could. The only problem that they had was Westbrook and Kevin Durant. Now they only have Westbrook to worry about. And everyone else is standing around because they're not running plays anymore. Russell Westbrook is amazing, but you cannot, as Michael Jordan couldn't, do it alone. And he's not trying to do it alone. It's just the personnel he got, they're not at his level. Russell, he's never going to be any better than what he is. He's more focused on defense and being that guy and not scoring that much, and that's fine, but they need somebody at that 2 spot that's going to be a threat, or somebody that's going to put up some points that they know can shoot and not afraid to shoot. He's not looking for Westbrook when he get the ball. He's looking not to take the shot. It's too many of those. I mean, that guy shouldn't be in the starting lineup. That guy shouldn't be a starting guard, period. He's not starting material. He's come off the bench and relieve you. When you need somebody for some defensive stops, you can bring him in. But they're not going to go anywhere. All those games they're winning, the NBA is going to keep pushing OKC along so they can get steamrolled by Golden State in the playoffs. But this team can't compete. That's the only appeal they have. Westbrook is carrying this team, as we told you he would, because they're not good enough to vie for a championship. If Kevin Durant stayed, if Kevin Durant goes anywhere, what difference does it make? This team wasn't going to an NBA championship anyway, not with that personnel. They were one shot from the finals. You think they would have won it with that team? No. The team is not good enough to win an NBA championship. It's just not. I mean, looking at that Cleveland team, it makes you think like, well, if they could do it, this team is just as terrible. We got 2 superstars. Yeah, but see, over there, people know they roles. You got LeBron James. I mean, you got the whistle. You got Kyrie Irving, which means you got a guy who can make some shots when it needs to be made. Everybody knows their role. And the longer they stay together, like Tristan Thompson and all this, Tristan Thompson will be a bust somewhere else. They would punk him and take him right out of his game. But now he's feeling confident now because he's got guys who can just go to him and he don't have to be the main guy. All they need him to do is grab a couple of rebounds and a couple of putbacks. Everybody knows their position. And that's what happened when a team play together. People learn their position. Now, OKC, like they said, are going to have a hard time, even though they have a big market, in getting African-American talent or these young talented players, because there's not a lot of things to do in Oklahoma City that they would like. Well, that's granted, but the draft is coming up. And whether they like to play there or not, it's going to be like, do you want to play in the NBA or not? Because we're paying you and we want to go to a championship, and this is what's required. Golden State basically ran pick and roll, but they ran some offsets and ran plays into the paint that I thought were nice off a couple of sets. But that's what happens when you go up 20. But they still play live by the 3, die by the 3. So you playing inside-out basketball, kick out for 3s. The passing still isn't precise. You still have guys standing around defensively instead of cutting off lanes and getting to the spots. In the third quarter, I think they played a little bit better. Second quarter is where the game got away from OKC and they never recovered. They matched them shot for shot throughout the rest of the game. But at that point, you can't put up an 11-point quarter against Golden State and expect to win the game. When they put up like 35 in a quarter and you put up 11, you're going to have major problems. And then how long can Westbrook keep this pace up before he's injured? Nobody's even talking about that. You know, he wasn't designed to get his back broken in half. He wasn't designed to get stabbed, get pounded on. Because the thing is with Westbrook is he's a bolt of energy. He uses and exerts a lot of energy and force coming towards the basket. He's not somebody that's sitting out there just hitting jumpers all night to make it easier on himself. He's somebody that drives and creates. So he forces a lot of attention and a lot of contact. But he has definitely improved his game last year as far as distributing the ball and knowing how to get his shots off and making better selections of shots to where he can get 30 and still get 12, 13, 14 assists from guys who basically don't know how to score. So he's definitely making them seem like they're gooder than what they are, when I see right through that these guys are nothing. They're done. Like, I'm like, these guys here are like a B squad. No, even that, less than that, like a C squad. Most of these guys wouldn't even start. Adams, well, you know what Adams going to be. He's a good body. He's a good starter, but he's not going to dominate a game. He's going to leave you maybe a little bit. You're going to need Westbrook to put up 70% of the offense. And pray to God that y'all can put up the other 30. So, on that note, I'm out. And tell me what you think of the new microphone. Peace.